Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree, and today I'm talking about what movies I like that aren't horror. So I'm a horror fan. I have a channel called Horror Trans where I talk about horror movies, and I talk about horror all day long on Twitter, and I'm always talking about I like this horror movie, and I never heard of this person because they're not in a horror movie, etc., etc. And people are always asking me, well, don't you like anything that isn't horror? And I'm like, yeah, lots of it. But it's like, what do I like? So I'm just gonna go down the list of the different genres and list off some examples of movies in those different genres that I actually do enjoy to kind of give you an idea of my tastes. This is not a comprehensive list. This isn't a ranked list. It's just bullet points. So let's start off with comedies. So here's some of the comedies that I actually enjoy. I like Throw Mama from the Train, Dumb and Dumber, Super Troopers, Friday, Ghostbusters, all of them. All, what is it, 4 or 5 Ghostbusters, however many. The Mask, Bruce Almighty. I like those absurd comedies with a fantasy element or really like out there, like unbelievable comedies. I don't like realistic comedies. I'm not a fan of slapstick that much. I can watch some Three Stooges, don't get me wrong, but that's not movies. But generally, that's where my tastes lie. Absurd comedies, for the most part. But not Adam Sandler. Good God, I can't stand Adam Sandler. I don't know what you categorize his movies as. I just call them shit, and I leave them there. Sci-fi. Sci-fi is weird because I'm not really a big sci-fi fan, and most of the sci-fi movies I like are either action or horror. But, let's go through a few of them. I love the Terminator movies. I've seen up to Salvation. I will not watch anything after Salvation. I have no interest in Genesis. I have no interest in the whatever it's called, last one. I like the first three. That's what my Terminator. The first and only the first RoboCop. The Aliens movies, including Prometheus and all the other spin-offs and prequels and whatnot. I love all the Aliens movies. I liked Avatar. Haven't seen the sequel, but I'm going to watch it eventually. The Matrix. I liked every one of them. And The 13th Floor. That was one that I really loved. And The Fifth Element. Again, they all have like either a hint of horror or a hint of action. But just straight sci-fi shit like Dune or shit like Tron or I don't know what's another one that people like. Those are the Last Starfighter, shit like that. Not interested. Don't even talk to me. Fantasy and adventure. I lump these two together because I don't like to put sci-fi adventure together or action adventure together because they're nothing alike. But fantasy and adventure are often alike. So some of the fantasy and adventure movies I like. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I liked every one of them. I like some, and I'm not going to say which ones, of the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm trans, but I do like some of the Harry Potters. Haven't seen them all yet, but I've liked the ones I have seen. I have liked. I love, 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 love the Twilight saga. Oh my God, I love Twilight. Don't judge me. Willow's a fun fantasy fairy tale kind of movie. Labyrinth, Conan, both of them, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer, and The Mummy. That's the what's his name? I can't remember his name. The one from the 90s, early 2000s. That's the kind of fantasy style movies I like. That's the kind of action or slash adventure movies that I like. Action movies. This is gonna kind of go all over the place. I love everything Arnold Schwarzenegger has been in. I love most everything I've seen Stallone do. I especially love Big Trouble Little China. I like all the Bad Boys movies. I like all the Lethal Weapon movies. I like all the Mad Max movies, and I like a lot, but not all, of the Van Damme movies. So that's the kind of action movies I like. I like car chases and guns, shootouts, and fast pace, but not choppy cam. I don't like the choppy cam, so I don't like John Wick or those kind of action movies. I don't like those. I don't like those kind of action movies. Thrillers and suspense. I don't like a lot of them. Some of the ones I do like, and this isn't a comprehensive list, but I like Seven, Hide and Seek, Silence of the Lambs, and 8 Millimeter. Those are my top thrillers or suspense movies. Kids movies, this is not a comprehensive list, but it's pretty close. I like The Goonies, I like Casper, I like Hocus Pocus, Ernest Scared Stupid, Pee Wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, and Back to the Future. Now, some people would argue Back to the Future is not a kids movie, but I say it is, so leave it alone. And then drama, serious type movies. I like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, Pleasantville, Ghost World, Chasing Amy, The Notebook. So it's a little all over the place, but I'm like not a big fan of drama. So I don't like a lot of the tearjerkers, and I don't like the slow paced serious movies. And I hate crime dramas. I will not watch a crime drama. I don't like a lot of cartoons, but there's a few that I do like. So most of them, I like all the Shreks. I like Monsters Inc. I like Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin, The Jungle Book, Peter Pan, Beauty and the Beast, and Little Nemo. That's not a comprehensive list, but I couldn't think of any others. So it might be it might be all of them. Superhero movies. My favorite ones are Batman and X-Men, but I also like Civil War. I like the Thor movies. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, Elektra, Aeon Flux, Spider-Man, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, Avengers. Most, but not all, of your superhero movies. And here's the final category, and I kind of call this nerd movies because they don't really fit in anywhere. These are movies like War Games, Hackers, Mallrats, Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob, Fanboys. These are movies that are literally just made for nerds. Made by nerds, for nerds. So that's just a sampling of the movies I like that aren't horror, you know. I do have other tastes, but 75% of the movies I like are horror. The other 25% are horror adjacent or, you know, at least fantastical.